Hello guys, Email Man here from the Federation of Gamers. You can visit our website at thefrogclan.org. I'm here today to show you a little bit of gameplay from a game I like very, very much called Tropico 4. In case you haven't heard of Tropico 4, it's kind of a mixture of a civilization type game tied in with a little bit of a SimCity type game. And it's a very unique game. I don't think there's anything quite like it, but I'm just going to play a little bit here, kind of get you guys familiar with it, because it's a game I certainly enjoy, and something you guys might like as well. So basically, to give you a little bit of background on the game, it's loosely based off of Fidel Castro, a leader of Cuba, who basically starts his little island oasis, and you have to build up your island. You have to make money, of course, to pay for things. And then, of course, you have to try to keep the population happy at the same time. And that's where it can kind of get interesting. It's also got quite a good sense of humor with some of the characters and advisors you'll meet along the way. Okay, so we start the game here. I'm starting the very first mission from the campaign. There's 20 campaign missions. The first one's got a little bit of a tutorial built in, so I figured I'd use that one for this tutorial today, just to kind of show you guys a little bit about the game. So here's General Santana kind of telling us that this is the things we need to worry about when we start a little island paradise. We have to set up food, religion, healthcare, we have to build homes for the people, and last, have fun. So here's one of my generals who works for me, who's basically my advisor, that's telling me that we need to build at least 2 farms to feed our people. So you can see down here on the bottom right, it says build farms. So that's one of my first objectives. Now, just to show you what's going on here, I'll spin the camera around. They've got some really cool camera controls. You can move the mouse wheel out, forward and backwards, and you can kind of get an idea. So this is kind of just an idea of the island that we're working with here. It's not particularly large, but it's not going to be recognizable when we're all done with the game. To zoom in here, when we start, we have basically a dock here, which is where boats will come in, where we'll sell stuff to other countries, as well as buy imports for other countries. We have our palace. This is where the El Presidente, the character you're playing, actually lives. You have a tenement building here, which is where the population lives. You can see all the people in there. It's almost completely full. They only hold around 50, I think 40 people. We have a population of 50. That's why we have some shacks out here. Every island needs a construction office. These are your basic workers that help build the structures. We have a garage which stores the cars needed to drive people and supplies around. And you have a Teamster office, which are the people specifically designed to help move supplies around. So, let's get started here. First thing we want to do is we want to build 2 farms. They make it very easy in the game. Basically, all you do is right-click on the menu, and it pulls up your build menu. So, 2 farms. We're going to go to food and resources. We click on that. It shows all the different things we can build. We're going to click farms. Now, there's a wide variety of farms we can pick. Everything from corn, banana, papaya, pineapple. The last 3, coffee, tobacco, and sugar, are good farms if you want to make money, but they're not going to help feed your people. So typically I'm just going to build 2 corn farms right now, because as you can see, the greener the land is, the better it is for the farm. And when I click corn, I've got a very dark green area. If I do banana, I could still plant a banana farm here, but it's not going to grow quite as well. Papaya, pineapple. So I'm just going to pick corn. So I picked the corn. I have a little thing here. I can spin it around with my mouse, and I'll just plant one over here. And then let's put another one right over here. Okay, now another thing you can do, you can quick build any of your structures, but you have to pay money for them. So this would cost me $1,500 to quick build it. I'm just going to put the priority high, which means my workers will know that I want them to work on building these farms first and foremost, especially if I have quite a few things I'm asking them to build in the queue. Alright, when I right click again, it always gives us these helpful suggestions of what it's recommending that I worry about building next. So it's asking me for another tenement building because my other one's almost full. So I'll take its advice and I'll put this right next to the other building here. There you go. And now it's telling me a logging camp would be the next suggestion, which isn't a bad idea because that helps take lumber, and you could sell lumber to other islands for a little bit of money. So I'm going to put it over here behind all these trees. I'm going to put that high priority too because I want to get some money generated as quickly as possible. You'll see in the bottom left I only have $1,500 and it's January 1950. So I got 50 population and 53% happiness rating. So you see down here I have the game paused right now. I'm going to put it on normal play and the game will start to play normally. You also have a double speed fast and a triple speed fastest. I'm just going to put it on a regular speed. I'm going to spin this around and kind of zoom in so you guys can see really the remarkable detail that this game actually has. It's quite amazing when you think about it. Just kind of spin around here, see if I can get a good view of the street here. And the trucks and the people walking around. Everything's very, very well detailed. So anyway, that truck was just pulling out of the construction office. There's another one. And it's heading over here to build my 2 farms because there's a priority. And then there's that third truck probably going for the lumber mill that I wanted them to build. So now that you kind of got an idea of what's going on here, I'm going to move it to triple speed just to kind of speed things up a little bit. The next suggestion is saying I build is a restaurant, so let's put a restaurant down here, maybe right next to my palace. I'll put it right here. We'll make that a priority too, because we want to be able to feed our people. Okay, so we are starting our little island city as we speak. Every once in a while, you got to click on the dock, kind of get an idea of when your next freighter's coming in. So let's see. Well done. We've built our 2 farms, and they're going to start to produce food. And he's basically telling you that it takes around 6 months for the first crops to be ready. And just keep an eye on the population, because for every 50 new citizens, you're going to have to build 1 additional farm, which is good to kind of keep an eye on. What I was saying before is the docks. You can click on it and you can see your next freighters coming in around in the 2 months. You could build an additional dock if you want the freighters to come more frequently.
I am Reverend Esteban.
Okay, now the Reverend's talking to us.
Citizens of this island.
He's saying, you know, we got food, but we need food for the soul. So he's asking me to build a church and to have at least 4 priests on the island. And then he's going to give me $10,000, or the U.S. will give me $10,000. So that is a good deal. So now that's my next objective down here. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to build church, and let's put a church right over here. Perfect. We'll make that a priority. Now every once in a while you'll get these little explanation icons. You can click on it and there are specific missions. Well, let's see what this guy's doing. This guy's asking me to plant a tobacco farm and export 500 tobacco, and he'll give me a reward of $10,000. Well, that sounds like a good deal. So I'm going to accept that. See, those alternate ones you can either accept or turn down. You can only do so many objectives in a game at any given time. I think 6 or 7. So let me go over here, get the farm. We're going to set it on tobacco. Now you see, it's not really a good place anywhere where I've been building now, my main city area for tobacco. But you'll notice over here to the left, it's very green. It's going to be much better to build my tobacco farm over here. So I'm going to build it there. The only problem is there's no roads to get to it. So I'm going to go to infrastructure, and I'm going to build a road. And I'm going to kind of build it right here by the, well, you know, I'm just going to go right here by the church and continue out. Scoot out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. We'll have this road come right up here. Another thing that's good to build in the beginning is mines to mine resources on the island. So let's see here. I'm going to hit mine. Oh, and there happens to be, you see these different colors here. Like this is a gold. You can place a gold mine here to resource gold. But I have it on all metals right now. And I'm going to put a mine right here because there's a big spot where there's a lot of minerals in the ground. So I'm going to build it. And those have to be connected to a road. So I'm going to spin this around to make sure I'm connected with the road. There. Spin it a little bit. Alright, another thing to show you right here. I'm just going to pause it real quick. You have basically an overview of the whole game here in this nice little chart when you click on it. It shows you your overview, tells you about the people, tells you about your economy, how many people are unemployed. Right now I have 0 unemployment, which is good. What my trade's like, haven't really started that yet. This is how the different factions on my island, their happiness level. You can see everyone's pretty much happy except a couple of them. Like the loyalists, they're not very happy. They're the lowest one at 35%. If I want to know what's going on, I can click on them and it'll tell me, well, they basically would be happy if I built a childhood museum and a mausoleum. So later on in the game I could build those and the happiness level will go up. These are the people I trade with, the foreign countries I deal with, the US, Russia, EU, with Europe, China, the Middle East. I'm pretty much in good shape with everyone except the US, so I'm going to have to try to improve things with them with various things I do as I continue on in the game. So the game's pretty in-depth. I mean, you don't have to get that serious into it. You could just play it very casually and just kind of go with the prompts on the screen that'll tell you exactly what to do, but don't think it's a cakewalk because sometimes it can get very, very difficult. So I just ran out of money, and it looks like General Santana is going to be nice enough to give me $10,000 to help me out. See right down here, I'm negative 3,032, so now I'm going to be 7,000. So I always have to kind of keep an eye on my money, but since this is the beginning mission, I think they're pretty nice to do that. Another thing is recommending a clinic because I'm going to have people that get sick, and of course people can't work if they're sick, so I'll build a clinic. I'll put that down here in the corner. And another thing I'm going to do, since we're on an island, we need to get some fish stock going. So there is a fisherman's wharf here. I'm going to put right here next to my dock, and I'll make that a high priority. And you'll see all this green area around the island. This is where fish are located. So once that fish dock is completed, boats will sail out here into this area and gather fish, not only for food for my people, but any excess food will be sold off for money. So here comes a ship right now. They come every few months. It says it's brought 4 new immigrants into town. And I got some financial aid there, and it'll probably tell me if I sold anything, although I don't know if I've had enough time for my farms or anything to produce anything quite yet. Alright, now I'm in steps 3, healthcare. Okay, he wants me to improve my healthcare rating to 45. Right now it's 39, so I'm almost there, but not quite. So maybe when this thing gets completed, it'll just be enough to get me to 45. So we'll have to wait and see on that. I had my 4 pre, so I got paid the $10,000 for that. My tobacco farm, let's check on it. It hasn't been built yet. The same thing with my mine. So you guys kind of get the gist of things here. Let's see, fishing competition.
Now that you have your very own
well,
island,
here you go. He's going to give me $25,000 into my Swiss bank account if I can export 500 fish. Well, I'm going to accept that because I already got a fishing wharf set up. So that's good timing on that one. But we'll see here. I probably should get it. Just got built. I should get well, let's see. Do we have anyone working? Yeah, see, we got people working. Now, sometimes you have to hire people. Like you see, I have 3 fishermen working for this wharf, but the 4th position is empty. I could click on that, and he's saying for $100 I can hire a foreigner. So I'm going to say, yeah, let's hire a foreigner. So basically, next time a boat comes in the dock, it's going to bring me 1 hired person that's going to end up working there. So you can see here's the boat going out to do some fishing. So this kind of just gives you a general idea of the game. But it is one of those games that's kind of fun to just have a beer, maybe late at night when you're not in the mood for real intense competitive action. You want to kick back. It's got kind of a fun soundtrack, gives you that tropical vibe. There's a lot of neat things to kind of build and do, and it's kind of fun to watch your city grow and become productive, and to watch the population grow and the activity grow. This last one I just did here, it says I'll get $25,000 if I have 4 doctors. Well, I built this thing here and I got 2 doctors, and my healthcare rating's still not up, so it looks like I'm going to have to build one more healthcare clinic. So let's build one over on this end, right over here next to this house. And when that's done, I'll have to make sure we hire 2 doctors for it, so I'll complete that one, and then I'll hopefully be enough to finish that as well. So there you have it, guys. Tropico 4. It is selling right now. I just checked before I did the video here for $30 on Steam. That's the game, the Steam Special Edition. They also have an expansion pack called Modern Times, which has 12 additional missions, and it has a lot of new features like more modern buildings. Instead of like the Fisherman Wharf, you have a fishing farm, and instead of the regular farms, you have bio farms and things of this nature. So I have both. I recommend it. There's quite a few expansion packs too that feature 1 or 2 additional missions and additional things that you can build and so forth. The game is very fun, very addicting. If you think it's something you might be interested in, they do have a demo you can play on Steam. It features the first 4 tutorial missions, and I think it features this very first campaign. I don't know if you can play it right to the very end, but I think you could play like maybe an hour into it, just to kind of goof around and see if it's something you like. If you like it, I'd probably recommend waiting till Steam has one of their great sales. I remember seeing the Tropico 4 selling for around $15 a couple months ago when it was on sale on Steam, so I'm sure they'll offer it for that price again. And at that price, it certainly is worth it, because you certainly get a lot of play and a lot of fun out of it. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. That's Tropico 4. Again, I'm eMuleman from the Federation of Gamers. Please visit our website. We're at thefogclan.org, and hopefully to see you guys soon. Okay? Thanks a lot. Bye.